What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying your Monday evening so far. This is NYG Jeffy T85 here, and I'm just going to talk about some of the WrestleMania plans that might be in place concerning the WWE and the Universal Championship, of course involving Roman Reigns, and his plans overall for both Night 1 and Night 2 of WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood, Los Angeles. Obviously, Roman Reigns right now has been the WWE and Universal Champion for well over a year and a half to 2.5 years. He's obviously right now in the middle of a feud, and it looks like he's going to be taking on Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble on January 28th in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome. But what are the plans going forward in terms of Roman Reigns defending his championships at WrestleMania? Now, right now, according to WrestlingNews.com, it sounds like that the WWE and the Universal Championship will both be defended on separate nights, and that they're going to try to split the championships up so both titles are defended on separate nights. So now the question is, how do they find a way to split those titles up and have each one of them defended on each night? How are you going to get that away from Roman Reigns? That's one of the biggest questions right now. And that's right now the current plan for the WWE. Night 1, they are expecting Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre or Cody Rhodes. So that means, I guess, Cody Rhodes, I still believe, is the front runner to win the Royal Rumble. So Cody Rhodes is the front runner to win the Royal Rumble. And this is the first plan. Plan A, if they're going to go with this, is Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, I'm guessing, for the for the WWE Championship. That is if TheRock is a 100% go for WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. So that would mean, I'm guessing, they want to continue. I don't know where the Drew McIntyre part comes in. Drew McIntyre does deserve to be involved in the WWE Championship, unless somehow Seth Rollins captures one of those championships around the Elimination Chamber, somewhere maybe around Royal Rumble time. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, Seth Rollins right now is penciled in Plan A to take on either Drew McIntyre or Cody Rhodes. I still believe Cody Rhodes will win the Royal Rumble. But at the same time, are you going to be willing to give the championship to Seth Rollins, the WWE Championship, somehow off of Roman Reigns? The question is, how are you going to split that title away? And then Night 2, right now, it says Roman Reigns versus to be announced. The first plan, obviously, is TheRock, but there's still no concrete evidence that TheRock will be included in this championship. And this is what I'm guessing. If TheRock is not involved in this, I believe they're going to go with Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And I believe they're going to go with the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the Universal Championship. I don't love it either way. I don't. Because I don't understand where Drew McIntyre is coming from to be involved in the WWE Championship all of a sudden. I mean, how are you getting one of those titles off of Roman Reigns? You want to try to keep Roman Reigns the champion going into WrestleMania, but if you really want to split the championships, how are you getting one of those titles off Reigns? That's how I really wonder right now. You're going to have a draft or something? You're going to have a matchup with Roman Reigns and have him drop one of those championships before he goes into WrestleMania? How are you getting one of those titles off of Reigns? Most importantly, it looks like the WWE Championship, because let's be honest, the WWE Monday Night Raw needs their World Championship back. The United States Championship is not good enough to hold over for Monday Night Raw in terms of a World Championship. But I just really want to know, how are you getting that title off of Reigns? And this is what happens when you put out there, you want to have Roman Reigns as your champion for this long. And you're putting all your eggs in the basket for TheRock. Look what's happening now. TheRock is still not a lock to make it to WrestleMania. Now what the hell are you going to do? What the hell are you going to do? I want to know. What are you going to do now if The Rock can't make it to WrestleMania? It's a question. What are you going to do if The Rock can't wrestle at WrestleMania? Are you going to go forward with Cody versus Roman? And you're going to have Roman wrestle twice? Once against Seth, once against Cody? Are you going to have Roman drop one of the belts and have Cody versus Roman, and as well as have Seth versus Drew? The Rock should not win the Royal Rumble if he is in fact part of the plans. But at the same time, The Rock, the way that they've been building this WrestleMania around, The Rock has to somehow be involved with this WrestleMania plans, because they pretty much built this entire WrestleMania around The Rock. And if The Rock can't wrestle at WrestleMania, what the hell are the WWE going to do? And it's really just about, if you want to try to get that WWE Championship involved, you want to get that WWE Championship match off of Roman Reigns, somehow taking the belt off of him, how are you going to do it without making Roman look weak? This is the difficult part about it. I mean, WWE's booking themselves in the back of a corner because of the fact they don't have an 100% commitment from The Rock. You could go forward and have Roman wrestle both nights. Maybe have him a match against Seth. Maybe have him a match against Cody. You could eventually do that. Maybe you have Cody versus Roman, or Cody versus Seth at SummerSlam if you're eventually going to get those belts off of Roman. After Roman has his long championship reign, maybe you could eventually have Cody and Seth win those championships and have the two of them that have had a big-time rivalry feud at SummerSlam and have them find out who is the true undisputed champion. That's just an idea. Might be a crazy out-of-the-blue idea, but why not? But at the same time, WWE is booking themselves a little bit in a corner. What are you going to do if The Rock can't make it to WrestleMania? Because right now, the current plan is they don't even know who Roman Reigns is facing at WrestleMania on night 2. If The Rock can wrestle at WrestleMania, then I'm guessing they're going to go Roman Reigns might be involved in some type of angle where he might drop one of those championships, or he might have to relinquish one of the championships to the Raw side. And then that way you can get the WWE Championship on Raw, and then that's how you have Seth Rollins, and maybe Drew McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble, and he decides to challenge Seth, and that sets up some type of match with Roman Reigns and The Rock. But then is The Rock going to win the Royal Rumble? There's a lot of moving parts here. So I'm really curious to see what kind of direction and what plans Triple H, Creative, and this WWE creative staff have to go. What they're going to do for the rest of the season. Going into 2023 Royal Rumble season. This is going to be a very interesting time for the WWE. It really is. Because if The Rock, for instance, cannot make WrestleMania, are you going to be willing to somehow get that championship off of Roman Reigns? Or are you going to have Roman wrestle twice? Are you going to have Roman Reigns wrestle twice at WrestleMania? One of them not against The Rock. Maybe one night against Cody, who I believe will win the Royal Rumble either way. And then maybe you have the other one against Seth. Who Seth for a while has been teasing a championship rematch against Roman Reigns. He's been teasing it for months. Since the Riddle feud. Since he's been feuding with Austin Theory, with Bobby Lashley, all these people. Mustafa Ali. He's been wanting to have another title match against Roman Reigns. Will we get that title match? That's the question. Either way, WWE Creative has got their hands right now. They got a lot on their plate. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do to try to put together a main event for night 1 and night 2. But right now, according to WrestleNews.com, the current plan is night 1 is expected to be Seth Rollins versus either Drew McIntyre or Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. And night 2 right now is what they want is Roman Reigns versus The Rock. But if The Rock is unable to make it at WrestleMania 39, then the plan will be altered to Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. There's a lot of moving parts right now that WWE has got to find a way to put together, because you figure they want to get their WrestleMania plans intact sometime in the early to mid-January so they can get ready for the build to WrestleMania 39 on April 2nd and April 3rd. So I'm really curious to see what Triple H and Creative are going to do if, for instance, The Rock is not able to make it to WrestleMania. If he is, it's going to make plans a lot easier, because you all just go by with what you had planned for night one. But if they're not, then this is where things are going to get tricky. But I just want to talk about that real quickly, about the potential plans that are going to be happening at WrestleMania for night 1 and night 2 in terms of the WWE and the Universal Championship, and how it concerns the leader, the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and what will happen with his championships. If he's going to wrestle once, if he's going to wrestle twice in that night, if he's going to have both championships, if maybe they're going to get one of those titles off of him, if he's going to wrestle a match and lose one of those championships, which I think would be absolutely detrimental if you have that happen to him. They're going to come up with some type of screwy method to get one of those championships off of him, to get it over to Monday Night Raw, so that way you can have both championships being defended on both brands. But we'll find out and we'll see during WrestleMania build, because we're in the last week of 2022. We're on the road to the Royal Rumble, which is only a few weeks away. So we're going to find out what's going to happen in terms of the WWE and the Universal Championship. But if you guys like this video, hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYGJeffyT85 for more breaking news, updates, chatter around the WWE. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short that will be dropping on the channel surrounding the WWE. And you guys let me know in the comments section what you think will happen in terms of the WrestleMania build towards WrestleMania 39. If Roman Reigns will wrestle both nights, if you think The Rock will be involved in a matchup for the WWE or the Universal Championship, and if The Rock cannot wrestle at WrestleMania 39, who do you think will take his place, and how will the plans be put together for the main events? Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your night. Take it easy, and let's see what the WWE has cooking for us in the last week of 2022 and the build-up for WrestleMania 39 and the Royal Rumble.